welcome back to this Comcrafty feature for two original swans. This is Veronica, and I'm here with you with my latest album. It's, I would say, the biggest I have ever created so far. It's an album for a baby girl or baby girls, and it can contain up to 250 photos without a problem. It's made with a mix of collections from Mintai papers and some of no-name papers, and it's based on a tutorial from Rosa Kelly. It's an artist that I have been following for the last 2 or 3 years, and I find her very inspiring. You will find a link to her channel in the description box down below. So, about this album, I'm in love with it. What can I say? I'm really in love with it, especially because of the delicacy of the papers. Talking about the cover, you saw, I'm a bit late now with the narration, you saw just before how you could insert a photo mat under that fussy cutting on the cover. The album measures 18.5 in width, 23.5 in length, and 8.5 in height. It has two edges, and this is, you saw how it was decorated on the back, very basic, and this is how it looks from above. So it's basically made of 3 booklets, which when we open the album you will see it opens magnetized from the left side to the right it opens. Meanwhile, I have put yellow corners, metallic corners on both covers, on all corners. So it gives an extra protection and some extra nice touch, you know. So this is how it looks completely open. It's about 75 centimeters in length when it's completely open. And these 3 booklets, the middle and the left one, are identical in width. The one to the right is 1 centimeters wider, so it's 17.5 centimeters wide. And by the way, I'm only talking in centimeters here because I'm based in Romania and we are using the metric system. So, in order to be able to show you the right booklet, I will have to close together the left and the center one. And so, the booklets themselves measure 22.5 centimeters, and this one, like I said, it's 17.5 in width. And it's mostly decorated, like the whole album actually, with papers from the Tiny Miracle collection from Mintai papers. And by the way, I do have a shop. I have an online shop where I have mostly paper from Mintai papers. I love their papers. I'm in love with every single one of them. And what I admire about their collections is that they are mixable. So you can mix 2 and even more very, very nicely, as you will see in this album. So as we open up, it's every closure is magnetized. So we have a flap going up, then this flap that I'm measuring now is going down. This has space for 2 photos of 9 by 13 or even 10 by 15. It's 20 centimeters and a half in length, and like I said, 17.5 in width, so no problem. As we open it down, it's the same thing here. Paper still from Tiny Miracle. Very nice paper, by the way. If you don't know, they are 240 grams per square meter, so they are very thick, but in the same time very nicely foldable. Okay, here I have a booklet and a half, so to say. I don't know how to... I actually made a mistake. This booklet should have been attached to the lower part. But yeah, it's not a mistake that you can actually realize it's a mistake, and it doesn't ruin in any way the layout of the album. So it opens down, and here it has a small zigzag booklet for small photos, like 5 photos of 9 by 9, I would say, or 9.5 by 9.5. It's very sweet. It also closes magnetically. And then as we open up this flap, it unveils a waterfall. By the way, above on that flap, you can see it's a no-name paper that I received from a friend of mine some months ago, and I finally get to use the papers, and by a very happy accident, those papers match so well the florals in this collection in Tiny Miracle. I was amazed. Plus they have the same watercolor accent, which I love, which is very present all around Tiny Miracle papers. So in this waterfall you have space for 14 photos, and the 14th one is really big here on the back, on that flap up. So it can be 18 by 13. Okay, now comes another booklet, and here this one is decorated on the front with papers from Tiny Miracle, and on the back, on the inside, those yellow ones with the glimmer are from Forever Young. Okay, and I think they match very well. They give extra color, extra intensity, especially to this lovely collection, which I think is needed, especially if you will put photos not only from the first year of the child, but as they grow up as well. Here we have a booklet for 7 photos of 14.5 by 14.5, and this booklet is attached on a bigger booklet, on the front cover of a bigger booklet with 4 sides, space for a lot of photos, and these also are papers from a no-name collection, so to say. It's basically a set of papers that can be used, are very versatile, as you can see, these kind of repetitive models, which, for example, this pink with yellow dots, I thought it's absolutely, polka dots, it's absolutely gorgeous for such a collection. So now we close back this lovely booklet, and I do hope you get a very good idea of what is getting to be this album. And by the way, yes, so this album, you find it in my shop as well, because except papers, I sell my own creations as well. And please let me know. Right now I don't have postage for abroad, but you can let me know in an email, and I can fix it and arrange it and give you a code how much it would cost to send it to you. Basically in EU, I would say, because otherwise abroad, I mean over the ocean, it would cost too much, I would say, and it becomes not so easy for you to support, maybe. Anyway, so the middle booklet, I've decorated it very much, very nicely on the front, as you can see here. I have laminated the decorations, and I have put them on chipboard, like 2 or 3 millimeters thick chipboard, to heighten them from the surface and to highlight the beauty of this collection of these papers. So I have used that bouquet of white flowers, roses and peonies, I would say, in the corner, a giraffe, and that tiny medallion down. So this one opens to the left and to the right, and then up and down, or down and up, depends which flap you close first. And now as we open the upper flaps, the vertical, you can see that they on the inside are decorated with papers from Forever Young, for example, which, by the way, you might recognize already. I mean, if you're familiarized with their with Mintay papers, then you will surely know their collection. They are absolutely gorgeous. Here in the middle are those florals again, which I love, which are so perfectly matched with the florals from the collection. So we have 2 booklets which open left and right, and which I have decorated with this lovely paper again, no name, from that set, which is pink, a bit shiny as well. I'm not sure if it's visible in the camera. Visible. So pink, shiny, and with white dots, polka dots. And on the other side, on the inside, so to say, I have decorated the pockets, and in the pockets, of course, you have space to put photo mats. One, maybe two, and on those photo mats you can put any numbers of photos depending on how big or small you want them to be. And the pockets I have decorated with tags from the collection. Some are laminated, some are not, but equally beautiful. And in the middle we have 4 flaps decorated with papers from Forever Young, with space for big photos of 14 by 14 centimeters. And again in the middle space for photos. This album, like I said, it's absolutely lovely for parents with 1, 2 or 3 girls, 3 daughters. And of course, depending on how many daughters you have, you can divide the number of photos among the 3 booklets. But as I said maybe in the beginning, I hope I said, if not, I'm repeating it. I'm saying it again. You can put up to 250 photos without a problem in this lovely book album. And they don't have to be from just the first year of the baby. They can be all the way to, say, maybe not 18 years, but up to 15 years without a problem. Here on the cover of this last booklet, I decorated again the florals. I laminated them and fussy cut them and put them on the chipboard 2 or 3 millimeters high. And as we open, again we have papers from Tiny Miracle and on the inside from Love Letters. You can see how versatile these collections are. And now to the left and right we have 2 booklets, lovely again, which on each and one of them, actually except one, I have put a tag, and I used it as a tag spot in order for you to be able to insert photo mats to increase the number of photos, of course. So on any photo mat, like I said, you can put any number of photos depending on how big or small you want them to be. But they look absolutely gorgeous, the papers and the tag spots, the tags. I have created a baby boy album with this collection as well, because this collection, Tiny Miracle, is unisex. Unisex, we say it in Romanian. I don't know if it's the same in English. I'm not 100% sure. But so it can, you can create albums both for girls and for boys. Here another booklet, like in the other 2 booklets, a smaller one for photos, 7 photos of 14 by 14 centimeters in size. And then we open to the left and right, paper on no name, the pink one. Then we have again going up 2 such flaps decorated here on the front with Tiny Miracle, on the back with no name, front again with Tiny Miracle, and 2 strips of leftovers from Kiddy, yes. And the last one is again, has a tag spot in the corner, a tag leaving you space for photo inserts, so again to increase the photo space. So that would be the whole album, which I hope very much that you like and that you will enjoy once you will have it. My albums, I only create, by the way, I only create 1 of each. I never create, I don't repeat the designs, and even if someone asks me to create, okay, please create one like that one that has been sold, but I like it very much, so create one the same. It won't be the same, it cannot be, because you know it's handmade, so it can never be. Plus at some point, of course, collections go out of life, and they can get back anymore, so then you will have to use another collection. Anyway, so I hope you like it very much, and I hope you like what you find on this channel, and please let us comment if you have ideas or something that you want specifically to find on this channel. Don't forget to subscribe and share and like and comment if you like what you see. You have you'll have videos from my husband as well. He's JMS features. He's very much into IT and World War II, so you will find his channel as well if you look for him. Thank you very much once again for your attention and for your time, and I'll be seeing you on the next one. Bye bye.